death and protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss the death and protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Darnold on 1st down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He's going to let this one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. With a former Badger, it's Corey Clement. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Lion. Shorty. Hey, stand. Here, sit.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. Elliott now to kick this one away. Jets coming back out here, and they're 2-3 so far this year. They broke a 3-game losing streak with a 34-16 victory over Denver in Week 5. And the running game, you know, a number of years it hasn't been particularly memorable, but it really came to life against the Broncos.
Yeah, think of the number of runners the Jets have had in their past. Some pretty darn good ones. Not in recent years, but Isaiah Crowell, he's trying to be that guy. They picked him up in Cleveland in the offseason. He goes for 219 yards, sets a new Jets team record, including a 77-yard touchdown run, the longest run for any player in the NFL this season. And you would think he had a bunch of carries in this game. He did it all on 15 touches. How about that?
Pretty good on the yards per carry average for that.
Not only that, it helped out the young quarterback Sam Darnold. He doesn't have to carry the team when he's running the ball like that.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there. And he's got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Throwing again is Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Well, right now we are 5 weeks into the NFL season. Charles, switching gears here. 2 undefeated teams, the Rams and the Chiefs, both at 5-0.
And who's going to end up being the first to lose? That becomes the game now, doesn't it? Because I know the 1972 Miami Dolphins team is waiting for both of them to lose so they can pop their champagne. But who's it going to be? The Chiefs' upcoming schedule? They're at New England, home against Cincinnati, home against Denver. How about for the Rams? 3 of their next 4 on the road. At Denver, at San Francisco, home against the Packers, at the New Orleans Saints. Care to make a prediction?
Well, I obviously Chiefs at the Patriots, that could be one. But the Rams, 3 of the next 4 on the road. I'm going to say, though, the Chiefs drop 1 in New England. How about you?
I'm going to say that they're actually going to drop it at home against Cincinnati. That's my big upset.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On second down, Darnold. Buying time, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Barnett in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Third and long, it's Darnold. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, CD, let's kick back to Week 5 for a second. That Minnesota-Philadelphia game was one that both teams, they needed. I mean, they didn't anticipate being in the spot that they're in right now. But Philly loses, and they're now 2-3. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here.
And you hate the stat, especially if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, but it remains clear. 7 defending champs before them started 2-3 the year after their Super Bowl win. How many of them made the playoffs?
1.
And that was the 1996 Dallas Cowboys. So that's not great, obviously. But in Philadelphia, they're not ready to hit the panic button yet. They still feel like they can get it together and run off a string of victories.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Steve McClendon able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Officially, 1:54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Complete outright to Kurz. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his man, it's Curse. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Again, Darnold. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Letting one, got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Trenton Cannon, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense taking the field here again. They got some tough news on October 8th after the Week 5 game. Jay Ajayi, torn ACL. So what does that do now for the Philly run game?
Well, ostensibly everyone would just move up a spot, and they would still feel pretty solid about how things are going. But the other guys have been banged up a little bit, too, along the way. Corey Clement, who was the undrafted free agent who caught a touchdown pass in the Super Bowl last year, he's been battling some injuries. So is Darren Sproles. Remember, they lost him for much of last season on their run to the Super Bowl. He's been beat up a little bit. Wendell Smallwood has been getting the bulk of carries and bulk of plays. Had a touchdown against Minnesota last Sunday. He may have to be the primary ball carrier in the near future.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Sproles. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw is Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A final shot before the break. Darnold is going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing one deep for Curse. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Wendell Smallwood, 83 yards, and the Eagles add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation, but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Darnold from the gun. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Myers connects on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for Philly. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A run, it's Clement. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Trey 15, Trey 15. Go.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Wentz on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jets have recovered.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
And Darnold just beating the play clock. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. 23 yards on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Gone! Gone! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
From the 50, it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw, Darnold. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And it's caught. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Neil Sterling from 4 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Come on. 82.
Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room. Sprint him out to one side or the other. And
he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Curse. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position, and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.